I am freezing cold. Welcome back, guys. We've had a little bit of an adventure today. Well, my friend Birch and I are out here camping, doing some backcountry camping again. You saw her last in my video when I had my heart emergency. Well, in true Jen and Birch fashion, we've had a little bit of drama. We've been here camping now for the last 24 hours, and it's been awesome. And we were just gonna head out on a little paddle. We had some storms coming in yesterday, but they missed us, thank goodness. And we had a beautiful night, nice and windy. So have a morning dip, and we're headed out for a boat ride just now. And as we were getting in the boat, my my camera attached to my tripod fell in the river. So cue me for the last 10-15 minutes trying to get it back. We're on a really deep river, so right offshore it probably drops down about 60-70 feet. So my phone with all the footage from the last 24 hours or so is gone. So this is where we are. Welcome to camp. I'll give you guys a little tour here. Thank goodness for backup camera. So here we are. There's our beautiful hammock set up. It's about 12 degrees today, so I'm a little bit cold, a little purplish in camera. So there's our beautiful view on the river. We had a lovely fire last night, which you guys would have seen, but we'll take a look at the fire again tonight, shall we? And this is our little kitchen area here. Poor Royce is traumatized. Both of us were jumping in the water trying to get my phone on the tripod, and he was freaking out that we were drowning or something. So I'll take you down to the water. Just right here behind us, I'll show you the tents. This is our little tent set up here. Set up yesterday when we got here. Beautiful day yesterday. So at least everybody's okay. Last trip Birch and I were on, my heart had an episode of SVT. I had to have a heart surgery for that after that trip. But, you know, losing a phone, your camera, whatever, not a big deal. So there's the boats. I'll take you down to the water and show you where we are. Sun's just coming out now. Like I said yesterday, it was beautiful. It was hot, humid, 27. Day cool this morning at about 8. Now it's about 12 degrees. It's a swift little breeze. Pretty steep embankment up to camp here, and as we learned, the water just right offshore here is, oh man, probably like 60 feet deep. There's no way my phone is with the fish right now. They're enjoying a wild yam episode under the sea. But in the meantime, to warm up, I'm just gonna make some lunch. So yesterday, you guys missed, we made basically turkey dinner in the woods, well, chicken dinner in the woods. We had carved chicken, we had some rice, cranberries, and some veg. It was so good, and peach tarts for dessert. So I've got some leftovers, so I'm just gonna make some soup, hot soup with hot chicken in it. Quite a lot of goodies here. There's some of the chicken from last night, and we're gonna have steaks for dinner tonight, so that'll be awesome. And trying out some different beers. So today we've got Bush King Brewing North Country Keller beer. So pretty excited to try that out. Last night I tried one from the Bob Cajun Brewery, and it was really good. So give this a whirl. I want to show you guys this cute little mess kit that I got from Princess Auto. Really cheap actually. They have a lot of camp stuff on sale right now. So it's basically like 2 bowls, which one of them you can use as a plate. So there's that. It comes with a cutting board and like a little strainer. And your cutlery, of course, and a cup. So I think that's really cool. Really inexpensive, but really awesome and compact for this trip. Really good. Pretty hoppy, but actually not bad. Looking forward to relaxing this afternoon after this morning's drama. And there's Birch. You guys remember her from last time on our camping trip? Our beautiful campsite here. Wow, I am just so impressed. It's a great little area. Sky's opening up. We've had a beautiful day yesterday, like I said, sun. And then it got really cloudy and really high winds overnight. Had a decent sleep, but I woke up a few times actually because the wind was so strong. You could hear trees kind of rubbing together, and after all those chain of tornadoes we had, you know, I'm a little edgy after that. So anyways, but yeah, had just a really relaxing morning, hanging out in the hammock. That is like the bomb, that hammock, I tell you. You can just sit there and look down river and see some of the paddlers, because this is a whitewater river. We're not doing whitewater right now. We're on a flat stretch of it right now, but there's a lot of people heading out to do some whitewater, so that's pretty neat seeing them paddle out this morning from the luxury of our beautiful hammock there. And yeah, so we when we came in yesterday, We had a few people at the put-in getting ready to go and do paddling adventures. And someone told us about this campsite, which is really awesome. We had different plans of where we were going to go, but they said, hey, there's a really awesome backcountry site out here. You guys should go check it out. So we did. That was awesome. We ran into these other guys that were a little bit, kind of creeped us out a little bit. So it's one thing when you're out here and you're females out camping in, you know, semi-remote areas. You always have to be careful and have your guard up a little bit. I think their intentions were fine, but definitely, you know, at one point they were, you know, like, oh, you guys camping here, and kind of like paddling around the spot. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. Like, I don't know. You're always on edge as a female is what I'm saying. So, you know, they were fine, but it's always good to have a big dog with you, and Royce came down the embankment a little hot, so that kind of made a little statement that, you know, no one else is really welcome on this campsite necessarily. So anyways, but really, really enjoying this spot here. We're here for a total of 3 days. You guys will get to see the last 2 days, unfortunately, but that's okay. Well, here's my lunch. Chicken noodle soup, just a little bit of cheese on top, and a few fresh pea pods. Yummy. Not for you, Royce. And for our dessert, we're having Kinder eggs. Why not? They've got some cool little toys this month. Very cool. I got the turtle. Let's check them out. All right, so Birch got a little alligator. If you push it, its little head moves. And I got the cutest little turtle. Look at that. And its head moves around too. So neat. Chocolate's not amazing, but the little toys are worth it. So hanging on the tree here, found this. It's fish jawbones. So it's probably good fishing around here. We heard lots of fish jumping last night. It's like pike jaws. So that's exciting. I brought my fishing rod, but it's a little tied up right now as we're trying to see if we can get my phone and tripod, but that's pretty cool. So this is also an exciting find. So it's good fishing and also potentially good moose hunting around here. There's lots of moose poop right there. People will be hunting for moose coming up in a few weeks. Elks first, but yeah, that's really exciting. There's a few mushrooms out right now, and here is a gem-studded puffball, lycopterodon. So you can see it here on some dead wood. And when you take it apart, you can see it's white all the way through. So those are edible. You want to be really careful that you don't pick an amanita by accident. Amanita are highly toxic, and they look like little mushrooms on the inside of them when they're in the kind of like a very small stage before they kind of come out and look like your typical mushroom. Yeah, be really, really careful. But there you go. There's a gem-studded puffball. So we're in mixed woodlands here right now. We're in a bit of a cedar swamp. There's some balsam fir in here. Lots of ferns. Saw some grouse poop earlier and a lot of grouse drumming logs in here. So lots of wildlife in here. Let's take a look at an area I found where some otters have been feeding. Lots of red squirrels around here. So if you look down here, you see there's a lot of freshwater mussels that the otters have been eating. There's tons of shells all along the shore here, so it tells you it's a good clean water source that these freshwater mussels are growing. And you can see that there's a lot of otter poop around here. I'm going to take you back to camp and show you a really cool one of these shells. It looks like some teeth marks have been placed in it. So here we are really close to camp. Here is the shell in question, and look at that. See the serrations there? That looks like teeth marks, so I think that's pretty neat. You can see it kind of on this side, the color of it, and the little serrations there. Yep, someone's been chewing on that. How cool. I mean, it could even be as simple as something trying to sharpen its little teeth on there, like a squirrel, and it's just kind of going back and forth on here, or just the entire bottom jaw of something bit a piece of it off. Hard to say. So many smells here. Royce is on chipmunk and squirrel duty. He's been doing a good job. They've been trying to get into our dry goods and stuff, so he's doing his best to keep them at bay and trying to dig out the little chippy holes. Yeah, he's a good boy. Right where he's sitting here, there's actually some really cool fungi. See, he just comes up as like little finger-like projections all throughout here where his little nose is and stuff. Don't eat that. It's pretty neat. Alright, we're going to head out now on a little paddle. This is what we were planning on doing, and then the tripod camera situation. So we're going to head back out again. The wind's died down, the sun's out, so let's pray this works this time. Just out for a little paddle right now. It's just gorgeous. Wind has kind of died back. Well, we just finished our little paddle there. Just kind of went in and around just a small area of the river. Royce was not into it, so we came back here. We just looked for my phone a little bit, but found a green cutting board that someone had lost in the river, so that's pretty funny. Oh, it's a gorgeous day. I think we're just gonna relax for the rest of the afternoon. Right now I'm reading Moon of the Crusted Snow by Wabgijik Rice. You guys should read it. It's really good. Kind of poignant for times like this when things are a little bit strange in this world. So check it out. Well, we have a visitor, guys. Look at that. It's an osprey. Hunting for the day. Just hanging out in the hammock here. It's nice and breezy, great view. Really enjoyed the little show with the osprey there. That was really cool. It flew off. I think it was looking for some fish. And as we know, there's lots of big fish in here. Fish were jumping last night and those fish bones hanging from the tree. So we'll see. If the wind dies down, maybe I'll head out tonight and do a little bit of fishing. We'll see. But certainly we've got a lot of good dinner tonight with steak, so won't be hungry, that's for sure. Just getting the fire started here for supper. Excited to have some steaks. Finish this day off properly. So Birch has just grabbed a bit of firewood for us. Yeah, good work. Fire's going really well. I want lots of coals here to do our steaks, so it's kind of a rager here, but that's okay. Look at this gorgeous sun. That's a good way to finish off the day. Nice fire and a beautiful sunset. Having sweet potatoes tonight with our steak.
It smells delicious.
And I'm just preparing a little bit of zucchini right here, a few little veggies. I put a little bit of onion in there too. All right, we're cooking some steaks and the potatoes and some veg, so it's looking really good. All right, cooking our steaks and the veggies and the potatoes. It's looking really good. All right, so the steaks are done. We've got some sweet potatoes, 2 packs of sweet potatoes, and zucchini and onions. Whoa, delicious. There we go. That's my dinner. Yummy. So good. I think it tastes way better outdoors. Put up to you guys. Just gave Royce a piece and he approves. So I'm in my tent, my nature hike tent, and I want to show you this other cool thing I got from Princess Auto, part of my little camping gear. It's this little tent light. So it comes like so, and you can have different lights. That's like kind of like a warm light, flashing and off, obviously. So it works really, really well. I'm really happy with it. It takes like a battery, one battery, but it has like LED lights, so it's going to last forever. They also had some other stuff like carabiners, so I grabbed an extra one of those. It's a locking carabiner. Yeah, they have lots of cool stuff on sale right now, including that little kitchen kit that I got. So yeah, go check it out. And even though I lost my cell phone, I'm not worried. Birch has hers, and I also have my rescue link. So if we ever got into trouble, her phone battery died or whatever, or it went in the drink, you can always activate this and help will be on the way. And the tent itself is pretty bright and roomy. I'm over here and the dog kind of hangs out over there. It was actually nice and warm last night, even though it was cool outside. I had my Eddie Bauer onesie fleece on. It was awesome. and just my light goose down sleeping bag. So we're setting up the tents. Really important to look above for widowmakers, especially since we've had those line of tornadoes that came through this area. And funny story, another bit of excitement before we started here. This tree right here, right there, Birch was just testing to see if we're gonna have any issues with it because it was dead. Shook it and the top fell off and Birch and Royce went running. So yeah, just be really careful setting up camp. Certainly there was there's been some damage to trees around here. Just always look up and take a look around to be wary of surroundings. As the sun sets here, I'm just gonna enjoy a peach tart. I made peach pie and peach tarts at home. Ontario peaches are in season and they're looking really good. Down from the Niagara region. So there you go, dessert in the woods. We eat really well out here. It is a gorgeous night out tonight. So still, so quiet. Right now I can hear the kingfishers out. Trying to get little fish along the shoreline. No fish jumping yet. A few robins. I find a few robins kind of flocking up in the woods. I think things are migrating, that's for sure. A few geese have gone by last night. Not the V formation, but thinking about going south. So, oh, it's just such a gorgeous night. So I'm just going to enjoy the fire, and we'll catch you guys in the morning. These are the tents ready for bed. Look gorgeous, all lit up. Another beautiful morning. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock. It's a beautiful night last night. You could hear ospreys, you could hear wolves, lots of otters playing in the water. And owls. Barred owls was really cool. Water is really clear by the canoes. We spent a bunch of time yesterday trying to get my tripod and phone. I brought my fishing rod and I had a huge hook with some weights on it, so just dragging it along, but it's pretty deep. So no such luck, but that's okay. Onward to bigger and better things. Maybe I'll get a phone with a nicer camera to record these videos for you guys. So I'm on my old Canon, obviously. So anyway, just getting up this morning and get some coffee started and we'll have some breakfast and bacon will be involved. My premix here of coffee and creamer. Woo. What am I having for breakfast today? Well, I'm having a little mandarin orange, some nuts for good energy there, and bacon, sharp cheese, and of course a blueberry bagel with Nutella. So breakfast of champions. Royce is trying to mooch off of our breakfast. Whoa, not today. Beautiful view. You can't beat that. Well, after breakfast, the sun's starting to come out, and this is the time yesterday where I went for a little dip in the water. The water's a lot warmer than the air right now. So it was really awesome. So let's cut to that clip that we have from yesterday before all the excitement happened.
Woo! Oh yeah. Whew. This is good. Wiki wiki.
Well, just getting stuff all packed up here. Got a bit of a drive back down an old logging road for an hour and then back home. Thanks so much for joining me on this little camping adventure with all the excitement. We'll look forward to a few more camping trips this fall. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.